Nothing hits quite like new patch Dota. Get to see some wild things we already saw from the previous series. That it means the teams are a little shook up. Not quite to their 100% form.
Exactly.
The offlane pool starts cycling out because many of the offlaners didn't get touched, but if there are different heroes that they're laning against,
exactly.
It does shake up that pool.
Heroes that cycle in and out open up other opportunities as
nice snipe.
Beautiful Sunstrike.
He didn't have a setup for that.
Nope. I think they suffered when teams either played too fast for them or just had the better scale.
Charge is coming in with the slight chains. Laurel in big trouble. Gets the cold snap onto FY, but the blood grenade is still going to land and nothing to say. Tick out, tick out. Oh,
he's in trouble.
Tangos keep him alive. Little quad switch action, and instead it's nothing to say to die to the Forge Spirit.
This will connect. But he can TP in theory. Or maybe he can't. Too much damage. Oh, he's just gonna tick out. Okay. Yeah, that Shadow Word did a number on him. Okay, Mage Slayer game.
Charge connects with Laurel. Again, no damage follow-up. And they're gonna push him into the wheel. Got the Hypnotize on him. Rue trying to time this chain stun, and he does so really well. Turn back around. Weaver goes for set up the Sunstrike on X-Nova. He managed to get the lasso, but the escape back might just bail him out here or not. There is just too much damage on the ground here.
All out brawl now.
It is a toxic field of fire and poison on the ground the Team Spirit are fighting into, and it kills 2 cores as a result. Both Collapse and Yatoro fall.
And it doesn't build into anything. That's kind of one of the big things that holds a lot of players back from building it.
Oh, he left the bath.
Yeah.
And quick little Culling Blade to bring him down.
Oh.
Charge right on through both of them. Went into the Ringmaster and might be able to finish off the Ringmaster. Yep, XXS joins FY and getting that kill. Meanwhile, the Sunstrike nails X-Nova yet again. He really can't get away from these. Chains goes out, trying to get the ults, but Yatoro
they got the charge,
is
though.
away. Now, where's he going to go from here? Yeah, there's no way out. He's got the dust on him. Wait, nope, the dust expired. They didn't hit the Viper Strike. They still hit him with slight chains, bumped back, flame break, and too much AoE damage. Had to use the lasso for it, but in the end, they killed Yatoro a second time.
Who are the lower priority. Might even look to go back in here.
Xtreme are naturally going to split up after making that move, and maybe they can get a good initiation, get a call on a Warlock, but the initiation already hits on the Bounty Hunter again. Lasso, pull back in, and the gank from behind goes terribly for Team Spirit. It just gives them 3 more kills on Xtreme.
They're just sitting on their 1 defensive ward. XXS jumps into it, gets called.
BKB for BKB, pulling him back in. Tornado goes out on FY. Collapse really didn't take too much damage there, but they caught Laurel. That's a big one. Get Ame on top of Laurel. Does he burn out? Do they have anything to stop the... No way! He just TP'd out in the middle of a fight the one time they catch him. And he does not die, not even in the fountain. And now, whip wheel? No, Ame. He force-taps himself forward to get away from all that. Nether Strike bump back onto Rue. Ame getting lower and lower, trying to deal with this bug. Yatoro's going to try and commit for the final couple of hits. It's not good enough. Over to top lane, FY. He's got the TPs to help him out. Goes for the charge, Collapse. He managed to get away thanks in part to Panto trying to stop him. Panto just throwing out whatever spells he can. Knows that he's likely to die here, but he can out. But he got the Yatoro. Not enough chain stun. FY, very awkward. How do you play that as the Spirit Breaker or chain stun that one?
Can always just run him down though. He looks screwed.
They are using all that movement speed to do just that.
Now usable on allies too.
Oh, Ame got jumped by Collapse. And we saw once again that big burst damage. Man, look at that ice wall. That is disgusting. It slowed down FY so much that he connects underneath the tier 2, not where he wants to be.
This charge is pretty nasty right now.
Oh, it's really bad. It's quite bad. Yatoro has to pop the time lapse already. And Panto's going to die from all this when they're going to go after Laurel. They managed to get, nice Lotus. With the Lincolns, he is actually dragging the Bat Rider to him. He says, you're in my world now, underneath the cold wall. You're gonna die here, XXS, and that's a monster kill streak that Yatoro just Shukuchi through and stole away from his team.
Going on Collapse, he's very tanky here.
Tough to bring down during this BKB. Another charge through. Nice slight change, though. That hits a lot. Combined with the Shivas, and nothing is stopping Ame at this point. They try and push him away, but again, his Aghanim Scepter allows him to keep up with these heroes. Yatoro hits the back line. No, Ghost Scepter. That'll protect him.
Has another ult to play with here, too. Very low HP, though. We'll have to bail. Laurel is on the bad side of their formation.
Got the dust, hits Rue. Oh, I almost caught the Invoker, but instead the escape back. Now the call goes out into the Bat Rider. Laurel, he's going to be good for now. Tempting Blast goes out, and the Bat Rider will die to Yatoro's damage. FY is committed right in the middle of all these heroes. Here comes Ame. Underneath his Caustic Cloud. They do not want to fight into this Viper, but he can't see anything. Where is the detection, man? He throws out a Viper Strike. Laurel, he drops the Chaos Meteors and makes a run for it. Yatoro, he can't stand up against this Viper, runs through the Meteors. He's going to be okay for now. Now the call goes out. Can he get enough to get the Culling Blade? Not quite. The Ember Spear jumps out and Collapse fails to get the kill. The Battle Hunger. Tick, tick, tick. That pure damage will tick him out.
Not worked out.
The build.
Oh, what a catch. Lincoln's pop into last.
It's
he's
another
just
strike.
gone.
They got the chain stun this time. And Panto, nowhere to run to. He just goes to his wheel. It'll delay the inevitable.
There's the cooldown. They'll find some heroes up top, and it's your boy Weaver again.
Yatoro hit by the Yules, still has a time lapse up, but he gets. He goes back. That's not going to feel great. He gets off the time lapse, goes the other direction, but again, he's just surrounded. Time and time again, there's just nowhere he can go. Oh, the Nullifier got X-Nova at least before he dies, but this is Yatoro. Oh, what a hit! Nothing to say. Level 23 Ember Spirit zips across the map with his Aghanim Scepter to catch Laurel. What was that refresh?
Looking for something.
Get up to the high ground, FY. He's going to be the one called here, but he shrugs it off pretty quickly. The Cataclysm only really hits Ame.
They just got to bail on this one.
Yeah, Collapse. He can't even TP out. Being slowed down and bashed.
So tanky, though.
That slow resistance is doing some work. Nullifier placed on the Viper. He doesn't really care. Shrugs off whatever little damage Yatoro does. Once again, Yatoro just can't really fight.
Trying to pick off supports right now.
Nice Tornado Meteor. Does a bit of damage. Laurel got to make a run for it. Still has his Lincolns, though. Yatoro did manage to get a kill.
Yeah, he's toying with FY now.
Nova. Broke through the Lincolns. Dude, XXS is going to solo kill him. Time lapse up in a second. He's going to go back, but now FY's going to hit him with another strike and a charge and a flame break. There's just too much damage, Yatoro.
Dust is wearing out.
They lost sight of him to help. Maybe the Ember Spirit's got something.
No detection on him either.
XXS with a shield rune. Bold goes right to all these heroes. Immediately going to be called up. Good at Force Staff, trying to get him out of there. With the BKB and the shield rune, he really doesn't take too much. Tornado goes out beautifully. Look at the bounty. It's just dying to the poison on the ground. They don't even have to touch him. Meanwhile, Remnant into chains. Good play from Nothing Say to find the extra on Panto. Yatoro trying to go in. Quickly has to go out. Nothing Say committing, trying to catch Panto. Good use of the Remnants there. Didn't commit. Otherwise, he would have been called. But it also means he fails to get the kill on Panto.
Might be that important here because Spirit are just doing Roche. XG? Anybody home?
Yeah, Cataclysm to reveal their position. And XXS, he has an opportunity to go in. They're trying to force them, trying to push him away. They manage to get the Aegis before Nothing to Say can grab it. Yatoro. They get the Roshan kill, they get the Aegis, they get the extra life, but here comes Ame. Ame right to the middle of all these heroes. Yatoro trying to put some damage on him with this Aegis, and he's doing a lot. Look at that, half his HP is gone in one round of burst, and now another one. Tornado Cataclysm, boom, he's gone. Ame, he thought he was untouchable, but we've gone to the late game now, and Yatoro can't do damage. Now Team Spirit up 4K, knocking on the high ground. With 60 seconds where they have a numbers advantage.
Aegis expiring here. XXS instantly look. Oh, what a lasso!
Axe lasso back, but it sets up Ame to get in there. He's already done a lot of damage. It's Bounty Hunter dead and the time lapse used.
What a grab. Yatoro, he still wants to fight, even without the Aegis.
FY was getting some information. There's the call. Here comes the Cataclysm, and that's enough. Nothing to say is dead. Meanwhile, Ame trying to get right on top of these heroes. He managed to catch Laurel right now with the Deafening Blast, pushing him back down to the low ground, but he's really just not taking enough damage. Ame's low, nothing to say, trying to help him out. Laurel keeping his distance at the same time. Yotaro, he's gonna go for that kill. Nope, he turns back. Quick kill onto the Warlock, perhaps. He's got to be careful, though. Time lapse not up. One more second. Eul Scepter goes off. They have a stun immediately. No. He gets off the time lapse. Shikuchi's away. Meanwhile, XXS dodges away from the jump. Ame commits for the kill to Laurel, and with the poison, they'll take him out. They trade out the lives together. Collapse slowed down. Off-lane battle ensuing as Collapse is going to lose that one. XXS now chasing after Yotaro. Yotaro, now the strike. No, Lincoln's is going to block it, but he can't do damage. He can't run away, so he's just dead. Team Spirit get wiped. But it's saving while he caught Laurel. Laurel, he's trying to defend himself right now, puts the damage, and that's going to be a dieback. Laurel making a run for it. XXS can't catch him, nor can Ame. They can put the damage on the sidelines, though, as the lasso hits on Yotaro. Yotaro taking a lot of damage, doesn't have lasso. He can't really, he's just got to run. He can't stand in this poison, not any longer. FY pulled in by Collapse, another call. Battle Hunger to slow him down inside the Oswald. He's definitely gonna die, but he gets off one last charge. No, another time lapse to bail on Collapse. He just keeps on hitting him. Yotaro trying to help his boys. Look at all these low health heroes in Team Spirit. They lose Panto. What about the rest? Yotaro in the back, trying to go for this Warlock. Just one more goddamn time, and he almost gets him. Level 30, trying to blow up XXS. Now hits him with a big burst. A huge lifesteal hit. He goes after another. X-Nova will die as well. Back to his old nemesis, Ame, and finish it off with the triple kill.
No fucking way, dude. Spirit are so damn good in these late game team fights. Cannot be good.
That can't be efficient.
That cannot be right.
No way did they. Okay.
This does not look right.
Yotaro inside the base and killed the bounty hunter already. They can get him some sort of nether strike, push him back in. The wheel's not going to stop him. He's just dead. Yotaro.
What was that?
He was unkillable in the last fight, and then just a whimper in this one.
Is he just going to get picked off mid again, though? Or is Ame hexed up? Can they burst him?
Got the bugs on him with the nullifier. Half HP already. Activates the Bloodstone. Trying to do what heals he can. Can he stay up? Viper Strike going through. Here comes that Cataclysm. And boom! There goes Ame. Down. X-Nova dead as well. Tornado trying to catch up. Wind Waker. Ooh, FY. He gets away. Collapse is still looking for him. Got the Cataclysm. Try and track him down. Nullifier. Placed on the Ember Spirit. Nothing to say. He's only got one remnant to work with. That's his last one. No refresher either. He's just going to be tracked down. Collapse on the other side. And a chop to finish things off.
The fact that XG have nothing to go through the evasion right now. Very smart late game purchase. They will buy the Viper. Can they find the jump?
Tried and missed. XXS will pay the Iron's price.
He is gone. He is the only one with buyback, though.
Xtreme being worn through all their buybacks. Their buildings are being dropped. This is going to be Megas.
Defensive Roche banner.
Yeah, trying to keep these creeps alive. One final hit, the charge. It hits Yotaro, not really the follow-up there. They managed to get the lasso, but there's the escape act. It helps him out. Rue, he's going to be run over by that Ember Spirit. Meanwhile, the wheel cuts off FY. Wind Waker up to the high ground. They're going after Ame, though. Ame, he's got the bugs on him. Lasso, there's the time lapse. Good save from Yotaro, bails out Laurel. They couldn't track down Ame, but they got what they came for. They got Megas.
There's hexes on multiple heroes you have to watch out for if you don't have BKB. Just no good targets, Yotaro. He's forcing the issue.
Every single time now, it's this Viper no-sizing away from fights instead. Double escape deck.
Oh, he's getting chunked.
There's the chop. There goes Bat Rider. That's one. One down with no buyback. And FY charging through all of these heroes with his BKB. Yotaro taking a lot of damage.
Okay.
Ticking out. He almost falls, but the time lapse goes off. Last second. Collapse is going to die. The double golem dropped on top of him. Nosedive in. Going after Laurel. Quick tornado takes him out. Side device. The turnaround. The whip. And Ame. That's two. That's three. A fourth left as FY charges it desperately trying to finish up Laurel, but a refresh goes off, and Laurel, the Invoker, playing with them at this point. Can't be touched, can't be stopped, can't be moved, can't be rocked. The Team Spirit are ending this game on their terms. Laurel, maybe he goes down finally, not even that. A time lapse to bail him out and end on a good old-fashioned Yotaro rampage.
Clean him up in the end, he will.
Spirit fight! It's Void Spirit versus Earth Spirit, the mid lane matchup. Laurel versus Nothing to Say. Game 2, and Effie praying on Earth Spirit's downfall because God knows she wants that hero buffed even more. XXS, a stomp on 3. XXS doesn't matter. He's going to die to 5. And that's your first blood, Yotaro. And beating out the Earth Spirit despite his bonus damage that he's gotten.
Okay, doing some DPS here, though.
Doing a lot.
This is quite a lot, man. He's hitting for 80.
Yeah, it puts them, so this change put them, Yotaro, meaning for the kill on FY, he will get it. And he will turn around and fight XXS through the double edge. He doesn't care. Okay, maybe he does care. He's about to care. Maybe he doesn't care.
He's dead, I think.
Jumps after him and gets the kill. It doesn't matter if he dies. He got 2 kills for that. And Panto's going to kill himself before the TP's in as well, so they will miss all of that experience. I just don't really see this move being... Okay, well, he's going to roll in the Centaur and kick him into the Ursa, but Ursa, he just gets a 2-man stomp. Nothing to say. Immediately jumps out of that one.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
Did Laurel just sack his safe lane to try and get the Wisdom Shrine? He can't even get it because the 2 supports are sitting there.
But Arcane Rune top, straight into NDS's bottle, and might even get a kill on top of it.
Will indeed.
That is a juicy one. Extra earn charges, experience for FY. I mean, and just rolling on Ame, ulting him. That's, I think, the best play Earth Spirit can make from mid in most early games is killing enemy carry. He is TPing down there now.
Instant snowball pickup. And with the calling, making it really awkward, can't immediately get the spear on out, locking him inside of this calling play. Spear attempted, got silenced again, now hits the spear, now hits it beautifully. Running down, Ame does fall. Laurel looking for more with the magnetize. He's got to re-up it on FY. Dead shot where you can, do what damage, but Laurel takes over this bottom lane. So, good catch, and as you said, to that mid-tower area, or maybe into the triangle.
Oh. What is going on here, man? This is...
Oh, collapse.
These
They do have the golem. I'm a little bit surprised he didn't just immediately arena. He blinks in. Centaur, not really the target you want to go for. And the stack gets cleared out on the second round of Flat Cannon. XXS will stampede away. Most of the stack has already been taken. Now they're going to arena finally for the Centaur, and they'll take that kill. But Xtreme can take this. Terrorize goes out, hits the Void Spirit. That's very nice. Ice Shard unavails to block in Yotaro. Snowballing after him. Enrage on cooldown. Flat Cannon shots. Raining in. Trying to finish off Ame. Ame not going to go down quickly. Okay, does get bursted down there through the spear. A lot of damage though. Team Spirit all very low. Not low enough though. Nobody on Xtreme can finish off a hero. Team Spirit will wipe Xtreme, all being below half health. Back in real time. Mars knocked up in the air. Will he survive? A stun on Nothing to Say. Okay. That finally takes out. Fatal Bond's doing some serious work, though, between Ame and Nothing to Say. They're tied to each other, and they're both going to die. No, they're not. Nothing to Say does manage to get out. He kills Rue and makes a run for it, but he was on, like, less than 50 HP, I feel. XXS is pretty farmed. Blade Mail Pipe, and he's going to be working towards a Blink Dagger. I assume an Ags after that is necessary for this Ursa Gyro matchup. They go for the goal. Oh, he got pulled away from the spear. What a play from Xnova, but does that help? They're both going to die now. Nothing to Say. He's going to jump in. 2 low HP heroes. They're going to finish off at least Laurel. And the second life comes in from the Ursa. Golem going to be dropped. There's the Fatal Bonds. Yules to try and dispel that, to simulate, to try and get away. Jumps back in, goes for the kill onto Rue. He's got to step up in a second. And he just gets God's Rebuke down. Another fight that is very one-sided. Sitting in front. He's making sure Ame does not get smoke ganked here. Very nicely done. Spearback doesn't actually land. Little awkward here. Xnova still gets hit by the Bramble. Drinking Buddies pulls him out of there. And now XXS wants to at least get 1 kill out of this play. Stampede pulls back in the Warlock. And Team Spirit just full retreat from them.
This could be something Spirit get baited into.
They're going to break. Blink for Blink. No clear initiation. XXS is going to be the target of Yotaro, and he quickly goes down. Collapsing while with an activated BKB, gets out the arena and has locked down Xnova and kept Ame out of the fight. Ame, BKB, and just runs away. Not much he can do from here. The support's trying to bail out their carry. Team Spirit are cleaning them up all the way along the way here. Laurel creeping up behind. Collapse goes right in the middle of all these heroes. He gets punched up. Yotaro goes for the kill on X-Nova. Managed to get off the snowball. Kiting a little bit, but Yotaro, he's just sticking on to Ame, and Ame's trying to make a run for it through the Stampede. He actually runs back into Laurel. Now finally the arena goes out. Managed to get the spear onto nothing to say. Yule's right as the golem gets dropped on him. And he does not manage to make it out. Fatal Bonds is tearing this team fight up. They are taking so much damage from the Warlock.
Tempted all in? Not close enough.
Yeah, Satanic, and he still has a BKB when it comes back down to if he wants. Heals himself back up to full. They still have more spells in the tank. Terrorize ready to go. Tempted Spear back. Nope. Ame pops BKB. Turns that damage back around to Collapse. Can he kill Collapse and get away from Yotaro in time? Yotaro, he's threatening the gyrocopter, and the gyro forced back to base, but he can't make it. Sent back by Laurel. Kicked him straight into the Ursa.
Gets his revenge from that kick in the early game. Went Ags, by the way, so he always had the Stone Remnant, or the Enchant Remnant, to bail his cores out. So this lineup even had a late game save built into it.
Yeah.
But even more disgusting